Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Yoko from Japan. Welcome back to my channel. I'm waiting for my husband to get home. So in the meantime, I thought that we could have another secret meeting here on YouTube. In this video, I want to talk about North Korea because I read Sankei Shimbun again of yesterday though. Actually, I was thinking of like a New Year resolution even though it's like in March already. But hey, in spirituality, it's on March 21st. That's the universe New Year this year. So I was thinking of what to focus on this year. And one of the things that I came up with is to read newspaper every day, which I actually don't. I just, you know, read the ones that catch my attention on Facebook or something, which is a bad habit. I'm gonna level up. I'm gonna be more like adult and start reading Sankei Shimbun. If you live in Japan, by the way, I know some of you do, so read this one, not other ones, okay? Because this is the most decent one. So I know this is a long intro, but let me introduce myself for those who are new here. I am Yoko. I'm Japanese. I was born and raised here in Japan, and I've never lived overseas. The reason why I speak English is because I love American English. That was a weird way to show love. So this is Sankei Shimbun from yesterday, and at the bottom of the front page they have this section. Can you see this? And I thought this is kind of cool, like I want to tell this to you. This is about North Korea. So story time, even though this is like a summarized version by me, and I'm not gonna take the responsibility of false translation or whatsoever. So this section starts by a sentence like this: when the true disappointment of the US comes, Kim regime will be finished. Because there's this information that North Korea is working on the missile launching place. I don't know the term, but you know what I mean. The base, basically. And they promised to abandon that, but they are actually working on it, and there's such information like that, and American leaders are reacting to that. And also another missile launching place, they're back online, like they work now. So basically now you know that my translation ability sucks, but you can see how North Korea is not taking this seriously. This rather feels like a dangerous play with the US. So this type of playing can be the invitation for more strict sanctions and the rise of the militaristic tension. And if North Korea stays like this, they will never get out of the sanctions and they will never get the economic support. And when on earth will North Korea learn such common sense? Is what they are saying here. So Kim Jong-un is definitely acting like the tough guy or bluffing or something like that, but as you know, like this is not helping him, you know, not helping anybody. Plus, according to one of the UN organizations, on the 6th this month, the population of those who need humanitarian support is 1/5 of the whole population in North Korea. If Kim was not insane, he wouldn't be talking about nuclear weapons and missiles and so on, like those toys that are expensive, you know? North Korean citizens are in hunger. There will be frustration and so on, you know, piling up. And there's this introduction of the comment made by one of the top people of the foreign ministry here in Japan, saying that Kim Jong-un probably underestimated President Trump. Because Kim Jong-un is the third dictator in North Korea, and he believed that he could win over the men of the art of the deal. If that's the case, this newspaper is saying that that's too naive. So Kim Jong-un met the leader of the United States twice, and if what he promised there with President Trump turns out to be false, like turns out to be lies, then the United States will never let this go. I don't know, it's what Sankei is saying. I feel like that's Sankei's wish, or Japanese people's wish. But this article is suggesting that Kim Jong-un should take this more seriously. And at the same time, it's kind of criticizing the US a little bit as well. The US decreased the size of the military exercise, like co-training with South Korea, due to the enormous cost. And it finishes up with this quote by Machiavelli. You should never leave militaristic training out of your mind at any time. And that was the article. I think it's important that everyone understands this, that, you know, I personally think, even though I'm Japanese and I live right next to North Korea, I do think that North Korea, and even China too, but, you know, North Korea is the kind of country that you cannot make a deal with. Like, they are not the type of country that actually listens to you. They only obey power. North Korea is the kind of country that you can build peace through strength. Living very close to North Korea all my life, what I can see is that you just have to show your power. I am not agitating any war, but that's the language that they understand. You know, that's the sense that they have. You just have to speak the language they speak. And that's the pros, but the cons of that is that, but for example, if the US did attack North Korea, what's often said is that the city in South Korea, Seoul, will be all in flame. It will be burnt down just by the, like, a classic weapon. Like, they can easily attack each other, right? But the thing is that North Korea does have missiles, and we don't know how many they can actually launch. If the US attacks North Korea massively and they feel like that's the end of themselves, they could literally lose their mind and launch everything, you know, at the end of their lives. And I don't know why I'm smiling right now, but don't judge me, guys. So if North Korea goes out of control, launches all the missiles, the directions those missiles are taken are, of course, Japan. JSDF, Japan Self-Defense Force, of course, has all the high-tech weapons together with the ability to deliver. If it's like 5 missiles coming from North Korea, they can shoot each down. But if like 100 comes, then we don't know what's gonna happen. It may actually hit people here. Either way though, I feel like we just have risks, and it's like lesser of two evils. It's like, which risk can you take and what can you actually compromise? That's something that we need to choose from. Though there are not enough options because some leaders like Kim Jong-un are not smart enough. He does enjoy his life while the citizens are in hunger. You know, here's what I think about Kim Jong-un. Like, it sucks for him. If I was in Kim Jong-un's spot, I would have just started over the nation completely, like social system, political system. I wish that he would just have rebuilt his country. That way he could have earned lots of power and money and respect coming from not just from the inside of his country, but from all around the world. That's some change that we all want to see, right? And if he did that by himself, that's like, people will be like, wow, like so touched, so moved and so on. But I guess that he is being like patriotic. He also loves his family legacy, and he is surrounded with those who served their lives for the past generations, like his father and grandpa and so on. I wish he had balls to change everything, but from what we can see right now, he doesn't. So that sucks. But anyway, I know this was kind of generalized ideology each video, but I just want to make sure that we're on the same page, or at least you know where Japan is coming from, you know, the feeling that we have or the views that we have. Like, you know, you and I come from different countries and it's okay if we disagree, but the thing is that it's important to acknowledge how we feel, how we see and so on, so that way we can choose how to react to each other and so on, you know. But you see, the reason why I can make videos now is because my husband is getting busier with his job, and which is actually for only a couple more months. So I don't know what's gonna happen to our living afterwards. Like, I don't know how to earn money. And speaking of which, I didn't intend that, but that was smooth. If you want to see more of my contents, like these free contents, please subscribe to this channel and also support me on Patreon. I have Patreon page and I have to say that I don't really interact there, so I'm sorry, but there are people that are supporting there, so thank you so much. Like, you have no idea how much you're helping. By the way, I'm like totally matching the wall. My body is white, but I'm yellow. I know I make weird jokes, sorry, but I hope you still love me. Anyway, have a great day, guys. I will talk to you soon.